Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Krakow298, and today I'm going to be going over how to binary edit basically in batch script. And so really it's just a sort of weird tango between Python and batch because in of itself batch files cannot edit binary data, which is, kind of useless. I mean, so does VBS script, but, oh well, I guess. And so we need a little help from either Python, C, C Sharp, other programming languages like that, not scripting languages such as Batch. However, there is a workaround in which you can get Python scripts to execute from Batch, and then you're also able to, modify binary data with those Python scripts, so it sort of seems like it's the batch file. Let me explain in the video right now. So to start off, you can have them in a separate folder. In fact, you can encrypt them and decrypt them if you would like to with I believe it's crypto encipher package or import. In this tutorial that is not, or not tutorial, but overview that this is, we are not going to be encrypting anything yet, or doing anything really besides just binary editing with batch file. Because I mean, like, why else would you click this video to see Mario Kart? Of course not. My content sucks. On the other hand, when you start off this application, you get all this. It's made for Windows Vista up through 11. If you modify the code, it may not work. And then also, it checks to make sure that Python's installed properly. If it's not installed properly, you probably want to install it properly. Because if it isn't, guess what? This application probably not going to work. This batch file probably not going to work. Because if the Python scripts can't run, then your save data might be corrupted. It might overwrite stuff. And that's not what we want. So right now we have a data zero file, and these right here, I'm gonna go into detail on how, sort of like on detail on how these work in a bit. However, right now, all we are looking for right now is just a file right here. Yeah. So right now, I just want to go ahead and I just want to select data one. So I'm just going to choose one. I'm going to click the enter button. And now Python should have done its thing. Okay, so now, actually, believe it or not, most of you probably won't believe it. However, this was FFFF. Now we can completely save it in HXD one more time, and then we're just gonna go back and we're just gonna do, well, I want to save edit again, or edit a binary this time. Just click one. That's all you gotta do. Go back into it, and it's OF27. Whoa. Batch file did that? No, Python did that. I made the batch file execute a Python script in the same directory. Duh. Pretty simple, I think. This is a 15-year-old, by the way, talking to you all. And and so all I want to just explain this. That's all I really wanted to explain. Now we're just gonna go over to a VS Code and explain. Actually, I will explain how this works first. I forgot I had this open. And so what this first does is when you choose an option after it checks all these, if it checks for Windows 8, if it isn't Windows 8, then it just continues. If it's Windows 10, then if it's not Windows 10, then, well, you know the drill, right? I mean, it's not going to work because Vista was when a bunch of commands were released that this little script right here relies on. And so, I mean, if you don't have them, then, oh well, I guess. And so these just start python.exe and execute this script right here, telling it, hey, guess what? We want you to edit this file in this directory. It's pretty straightforward, I would say. And then we go over to the BMZ. Crap, I completely had a brain fart. Yeah, I completely had a brain fart. Okay, cool. And then what this next thing is going to be is just explaining how the Python works, because if you know Batch pretty well, you should probably know other programming languages. It's just you kind of need to at this point. If you want to make any money, kind of have to as well. But that's probably gonna get me canceled in the comments. Thank you very much. And so we're just defining data 0, and what we are doing is we're taking data in bytes and we're putting them as b apostrophe, okay, b apostrophe backslash x binary data backslash x binary data. And now these two numbers are your binary data bits, and then these are just the x's are just telling it, hey, this is a binary, not an actual number. Pretty simple. Because I mean, if you don't have this here, then it's just going to error out, and you kind of don't want that. See, sometimes I'm smart. Anyway, so right here, we just go ahead to a data 0. We have to define the file name. So this can really be your file name if you want. You can rename to whatever you would like. With this is just opening the file for reading, writing, overwriting data, etc. And this is kind of what does all the work. It is what it is. It's the thing that does all the work. I mean, like, it's opening the file, it's writing to the file, it's seeking a certain amount of character strings. Whoa! Pretty fucking sick, if I would say so myself. Okay, so it just opens the data 0 file that we determined up here. It just opens it as a binary file for writing, reading, doing all that instead of text, which would I believe only be WB. I'm pretty sure WB plus is text documents, so that's nice. And then binary file, of course, you need to sort of have that there. Binary file, you want to seek how many characters you wanted to change. So for me, it was 88, which was these characters right here in HXD. I actually had to count them out. I need help. But I had to count them out, and I counted 90 apparently, but it wasn't 90. So go figure, I counted wrong, I guess. But I still found it, and that's the main point of this. You could probably also do 16 right here times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then do half of that and find it that way. But I just counted all these individual squares, so I am pretty smart if I do say so myself. And then we just take that binary data up here that we discovered, and then we just write it. So we write data in byte, which is up here, into the binary file. And so that's how it works. Really, you can do any other file. So, well, not really any other file. You know what I mean, actually. You should know what I mean. But we're just gonna, to be most demonstrative as possible, we are just gonna go over here and knock it all of the park, out of the park, out of the park. Same thing. Don't get mad at me, please. I don't want to be canceled. All right. So, of course, it boots up, blah, 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 checks, and we know because we run this before that it does work. Indeed, it does work. And so, what we are going to do is we're just going to edit number 1, click enter, number 2, click enter, 3, click enter, then we're going to click 4, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to click 1, 2, 3, then we're going to go back 4, and then, we're going to exit the application with the 0. So then it just takes a little bit of time. And as you can see, these were all updated just recently, actually. 625, 625, blah, 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 blah. It's not even that time yet, so don't even question me on that. And so let's copy these back. So we just copy them with Control C. We go back to not HXD, my dumb brain. Alrighty, and then we just paste it all back, and hopefully I wasn't in game. No, I was not. And so, of course, I don't have any desktop audio because desktop audio is gay. I don't know about you, it's pretty gay though. And so, we're gonna go and oh, look, I forgot to open up the save files. Great, great, yeah. I forgot to open them up as soon as I created them. And so, but you can see that it works, right? Let's exit out of this. Yes, but you can see that it worked because data 0 has OF27. So, if you guys like this video, like it. If you didn't, well, then don't like it. I don't know why you're here if you didn't like the video. And consider subscribing if you actually like the video. Maybe like it. Maybe. Please. And please don't harass me in the comments because I made so many jokes in this video. As always, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.